Okay, my lighting is caca right now. I don't know what is up with this Californian weather. It's been raining for 2 days straight. The sky is basically black. Forgot to say hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel, a place where we talk all things beauty. We are doing fun get ready with me today. Trying some new goodies. We have Huda Beauty, Makeup Forever, Rare Beauty, YSL, Revlon, and we even have new brushes from Jen Ardell. A ton of new goodies, so that's what we're diving in and doing today. I'm actually filming this on day before Valentine's, so I was going for this romantic pinky purple vibe, and this is the look that I created. So if you're curious to see how I did it, or you just want to hang out while I chit chat and do my makeup, keep watching. Alright, so I've already done my morning skincare routine, and I always do my sunscreen as the last step, and today I've tried this Firm Face Oil SPF 30 from Coola. I've applied it and let it sit for some time, and this is how it looks right now on me. I will say that for a sunscreen in an oil form, it feels surprisingly lightweight on the skin. It gives this beautiful healthy glow without feeling heavy or greasy. I feel like if you have dry or normal skin, you will probably enjoy how nourishing it feels on the skin. If you're somebody who's oily, maybe proceed with caution. It's a chemical sunscreen, so I was worried that it would irritate my eyes because so many chemical sunscreens do that, but surprisingly, this one doesn't irritate my eyes so far. We'll see. I'm impressed so far, but let's see how it plays under makeup and if it will make our foundation peel. Hopefully not. It's raining so hard, you guys. I don't know if you can hear it on camera, but for my foundation today, I am trying the Makeup Forever skin tint. It's called Super Boost Lightweight Moisturizing Skin Tint, and I have mine in the shade 03. I've been playing with it for a couple of weeks now, so this is not a first impression. The packaging is kind of unique and interesting. It's like a plastic bottle, and there's a push button that you squeeze and the product comes out. It says that it's a hydrating and plumping skin tint with buildable sheer to medium coverage that leaves a radiant, healthy skin finish and a non-oily feel. I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit on the back of my hand. Here's the consistency. As you can see, it's quite creamy and not runny at all. And I'm gonna apply it with this liquid complexion brush from Jen Ardell. This foundation has quite a strong smell to it. I would say it's like a floral powdery scent. So we have this part of my face with no skin tint, and this part has skin tint on. I really like how it looks. I feel like this side looks a little bit more perfected. Yes, it's a light coverage, definitely, and my hyperpigmentation and redness still peeks through, but personally I don't mind that. So far so good. Let me just finish the rest of my face. I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit more and continue applying it with this brush. I really enjoy this brush so far. It's almost like I'm painting with the brush. I feel like the skin tint blends out so easily. I just wish it had a different smell, or maybe no smell at all. I don't mind my complexion products having no smell. I actually prefer that. I'm done blending everything out. I really enjoy how it looks on my skin. It's really weightless, but I definitely can see a little bit of my dryness being accentuated and pronounced. It almost looks like a little bit powdery on my skin. I can see the product sitting on top of my skin. And I also feel like I could build up a little bit around the places where I have the most redness. However, I will not be doing that because, again, I've been testing it for quite a while now, and I feel like if I try to build it up, it will start creasing and getting settled in my fine lines, so I will not be doing that. Instead, I will go ahead and do my concealer, maybe brows, and I'll be right back for more products. Okay, you guys, I'm back. I've used my Faux Filter concealer from Huda Beauty. I have mine in the shade Cotton Candy. I figured we would use this concealer since we are using powder from Huda Beauty a little bit later, so hopefully they play well together. For my eyebrows, I pretty much use this product only. This is Matte For You Brows from Sydney Grace. This is like a palette that you can customize and you can pick out your shades, and I've applied these powders with this Jen Ardell eyebrow brush and it worked really well. I love a good double-sided spoolie. You cannot go wrong, and I've used this actually lip brush from them. I've applied a little bit of concealer and cleaned up my eyebrows and it worked really well. And to set the brows, I've used the Refi Brow Sculpt. But now let's move on to my complexion and start adding some definition. I have this product from Rare Beauty and I'm so excited. This is their liquid contours and I have mine in the shade Mellow and I was so excited to see Rare Beauty releasing them. Now we all know that blushes are crazy pigmented and you only need the tiniest amount. Especially for me, I have blush blindness, so I really need to be careful with those. But I feel like this formula is a little bit different. It's a little bit more sheer and buildable. So let me just go ahead and apply couple of dots. Also do my forehead because I have a big old forehead, a little bit of my nose, and maybe a little bit of my chin. I feel like it's a perfect shade on me. It's a perfect neutral kind of shade. It's not too cool, it's not too warm. I personally don't really contour in my day-to-day life. I find that those heavy gray contours look a little bit ridiculous on me personally. I understand that they have a particular place and time, like television and films, but I'm just a girl, literally. So this shade is perfect for me. And here you can see the finish on my skin. I feel like it looks really natural and it blends out so easily. I feel like it would be amazing for somebody new to brand touring. And I really enjoy that it's not overly pigmented. I feel like they listened to consumers and made those changes to formula. Oh, and by the way, I'm using the soft pinch blush to blend out the contour. I like this brush, but I wouldn't say that it's amazing for precise contouring if you're into that type of look. But for bronzing bigger areas, it works really beautifully. Almost forgot to add a little bit on my nose to match the other side. But by the way, you guys, all these products that I'm trying today will be in my February rankings, so definitely stay tuned for that video because it's definitely coming. We don't usually get this much rain. Come on, California, what are we paying high taxes for? I'm just happy I'm not the one who will be picking up my daughter today from school. It will be my husband. I feel like I'm done with that. Now let's move on to my blush and I'm so excited about this one. This is from Revlon. I went in Walgreens or CVS, one of those. I needed to pick something for my kids and I saw these blushes from Revlon. And I haven't seen a lot of reviews on them, so I just got curious and I picked up the shade Coralicious. Kind of reminds me of the Hourglass packaging a little bit. We have this screw on top and I guess we just push. Oh, okay, we have some product. Let's give it a swatch. Wow. Come on, pigment. A little bit goes a long way. This was one dot, you guys, so this is really dangerous for me. And I think I'm gonna use the multi-use blending brush to apply our blush with. Wow, while I was looking for the right tool to apply this blush with, it completely dried down. It's not moving. Oh, she's set. Interesting. Okay, so we don't really have much time to work with here. Let me just go ahead and apply a little bit more on the back of my hand again. Get it on my brush and start applying it. So, first things first, while I was blending, this one also dried down completely. So I'm not really sure how is that user-friendly. You literally get 5 seconds and that's it. I feel like from afar it looks pretty nice, but when I look up close, I can see a couple of spots that are kind of patchy. The product didn't stick to them and my skin is showing through. Not sure what's up with that. I will definitely have to test it out a little bit more to for my opinion. I just feel like this is not great. I just don't like this situation right here because I feel like I've used up so much product already and I need to use more. Let me start working it into the skin before it dries down again. This is kind of stressful. In here, the blusher drops applied. I really enjoy this color. I feel like it gives a really beautiful flush of color to my cheeks. I love that. However, the formula is a little bit tricky to use. Besides it's drying down crazy fast, it says glimmer, which makes me think that it will be a glowy blush, but personally, I feel like it gives like a matte velvety finish on the skin, which is completely fine if you're looking for more of a matte finish blush. I was just thinking it's gonna be glowy, but I guess not. I will say it's quite pigmented, but it dries down so fast, so unfortunately you don't have much time to properly blend it out before it dries down. I really enjoy this package and I think it's really fun for drugstore. I just need to use it a couple more times to form my opinions on it, but now let's move on to my setting powder. I've got my hands on the Ube birthday cake from Huda Beauty and I'm so excited. I love this formula so much. I have, I think, 3 more shades of this formula. Nothing sets my face better than this powder does. Plus it's so smoothing and it gets rid of all your texture. I'm a little bit nervous about how this is gonna look on me, but it says that Ube birthday cake is specifically for tan skin with warm olive undertones. Of course, as you can see, I'm not that at all. But I love a good pink powder for brightening my under eyes. A little ASMR. Oh, it's really lilac-y. Ooh. I'm just gonna use my Danessa Myricks sponge and I'm gonna press the product into the sponge and then I'm gonna press it in the back of my hand. And I'm gonna start pressing it in this part of my face where I need the most smoothing happening. Okay, so this part of my face has no powder on, and here we have the Ube birthday cake. What do you guys think? I feel like it definitely added a ton of brightness, especially under my eye. I don't know how I feel about setting the whole face with this shade, because it definitely adds a little bit of a pink tint to it. This part of my face looks a little bit more pink now, I feel like. In terms of formula, it feels and performs the same. I pray that they won't discontinue this formula. I feel like so many people love this formula so much. There would be definitely an uproar if she ever did. I feel like this shade definitely tones down the warmness we had going on. Very interesting. This is my first time using this shade and I'm not mad at it. Of course, I have to use it a little bit more, so it will definitely be in my monthly rankings. But now let's move on to my eyes, and I don't know how I got on the PR list of YSL, but I did. This packaging is so pretty. I think this is their Valentine's Day packaging. Love this cotton vibe we have going on, pink to blue. But this is their mini clutch eyeshadow palette in Blooming Lust. Just look at this packaging. Are you kidding me? Absolutely divine. This is the color story we've got going on. Don't mind me already swatching it. It's very much love inspired, Valentine's Day inspired. I think it's so cute. To start my eye look, I'm gonna go in with this crease brush from Jen Iredale. I'm gonna use this taupe shade in my crease. Oh, that's laying down beautifully. These brushes are so nice and soft. Oh, and by the way, happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Well, probably when you see this video, it already passed. But I hope you had the best day, no matter how you celebrate and if you celebrated it. And I hope your day was filled with self-love and joy. I'm gonna switch to a slightly smaller brush. This is the detail brush. And I'm gonna use this coral shade. And I'm gonna apply it in the inner part of my crease. I'm actually filming this on February 13th, so the day before Valentine's. And I'm very excited about tomorrow because we actually have some plans with my husband. There's a place near us that does like gym-like activities for kids, and they have parents' night out. And you basically can leave your kids there for a couple of hours and have a little date night. Wow, the rain is just going stronger and stronger, but I will switch to fluffy eye brush now. And I'm gonna use a little bit of this purple in the outer corner of my eye. I'm a little bit nervous with purples, you never know. I will say these brushes pick up quite a bit of product. I don't know if it's because they're synthetic, but yeah, I'm very excited. We are leaving kids for 3 hours over there, and we're gonna go and have a really fancy dinner at a really nice Mexican restaurant, and I'm just so excited because we are very much overdue for a date night. I'm just one of those moms that really struggles with nannies and like leaving her kids, especially since one of my kids is a little bit younger. He's only 2 years old, and for that reason we haven't really utilized nannies or things like that, so this is our first time. I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm also very, very excited. But now let me switch to flat eye brush, and let's try to use this sparkly pink shade. When I swatched it, it was really dry, so I'm not sure how it will apply with brush, but let's see. The restaurant is really close to this daycare place, so if anything, let me just switch to my finger. Okay, this shade is a little bit dry and flaky, and it doesn't really want to apply smoothly. It's really pretty. It has like blue shift to it. Maybe if I used like a glitter glue or something, it would perform better. I'm sure it would. I just don't want to do that, to be honest. I feel like eyeshadows, especially at this price point, should perform really well on its own. Yeah, I don't really like this shade. It doesn't really give me much. Plus it has a lot of fallout, But let me go ahead and finish my lower lash line. I'm just gonna use the taupe shade and sweep it across my lower lash line for some definition. And a little bit of that purple shade in the outer corners a little bit of the lower lash line. But yeah, my therapist was like, you need to go on a date night. So even though I have a ton of anxiety surrounding it, I will still do it because it's good for us. Okay, and the eyes are pretty much done. This eyeshadow palette is okay. I feel like the mattes performed pretty nice. They are a little bit on the softer, not too pigmented side, but they're still very much blendable, and I can really see the difference between each shade on the eyes. And I overall really enjoy this color story. It gives me romantic vibes and it's perfect for Valentine's Day. I will say, however, the shimmer shade is quite disappointing. It's really dry and crumbly. It gives a ton of fallout and it just doesn't give that high, beautiful impact that I think we all want. At least I do, especially from this price point. So yeah, but now let's move on to my mascara. Beauty Pie was so kind and they sent their perfect waterproof mascara. I'm not very good at waterproof mascaras. I just feel like they are so hard to remove, but this is the wand we have. It's slightly curved. I've already curled my eyelashes, so let's start applying this mascara and see what she gives. Oh wow. Okay, immediately a lot of length. And here's one coat of the Beauty Pie Perfect Waterproof Mascara. I feel like it gives a lot of length. The volume, not so much. I really enjoy this brush though. I feel like it's really easy to use and it coats your lashes really well. And I feel like this one is really pigmented and black. Now hold on. Do you see my lashes touching my eyebrows? This is crazy. Okay, this haven't happened in quite a while. Let me just go ahead and try to build it up because I feel like we can definitely build it up. Zooming you in as always, guys. It's definitely buildable. The length it gives, I just wish it was a little bit more volumizing because I feel like my lashes, when they are that long, they look a little bit like spider legs. I've applied it to my bottom lashes too, and this is how it looks so far. I'm really impressed. I just hope it won't be too hard to remove because sometimes waterproof mascaras can be really a bitch to remove. Hopefully a regular cleansing oil will do the trick. I will report back on that, but now let's move on to lips. We have a couple of options here. We have the new Makeup Forever Super Boost Gloss, and I have mine in the shade Latte Glaze. Or we have the Love Shine lipstick from YSL in the shade 44 Nude in this Gorgina packaging. I actually have this shade, just not in this beautiful packaging. I haven't decided what to do with this one yet. I will probably gift it to one of my friends as their Valentine's Day gift, but now let me just go ahead and find the 44 shade in my collection and let's apply that. But first I'm gonna line my lips with the Tower 28 Work of Art Multi-Liner. I really need to sharpen this one, I just don't want to. And I like to slightly overline my Cupid's bow. Well, I try to slightly overline and also this part under my lip. But other than that, I don't really overline my lips anywhere else. Such a good lip liner. But now I'm using the shade 44 Nude Lavalier. French is not my language, I know that, but this is the shade. Oh, such a stunning light pink. And the formula feels amazing. It's so lightweight on the lips. These lippies by YSL, I feel like they really worth all the hype. Okay, we're pretty much done with the look now. Let me just go ahead and apply my fragrance. I was so lucky to get my hands on the new, I'm not sure if it's new, but on the new to me, Kayali Oudgasm Vanilla Oud. I think they came out with like a line of oud inspired fragrances. I've got my hands on two of these and today I want to try this one. I love me a good vanilla scent. I just hope it's not too heavy on the oud part. Let's try it. Okay. If you know anything about oud can be quite tricky for Western consumers, I feel like, because it's mainly used in Arabic perfumes and sometimes it can smell a little bit funky, a little bit fecal. Here it's not that at all. It has this woody and smoky undertone and it's not challenging whatsoever. And vanilla here is sweet, of course, and really fluffy, which adds lightness to the fragrance. It's really yummy. Maybe this will be the perfume that I wear for tomorrow's date night. I'm not really sure. By the way, you guys, I plan to maybe vlog a little bit of the date and our experience of this restaurant, and I also want to film a little bit of me cooking and maybe organizing. So if you would like to see more vlogs, definitely let me know. I will be definitely open to filming more, but I love Kayali and I'm excited to try this fragrance more. Okay, I tried to do something with my hair. Please don't judge. I'm trying to be a little bit more interesting when it comes to my hair, but basically here's the final look. I feel like I'm pretty happy with how my look turned out. We had a little mix of products that I've already tried and have some opinions on, plus we had a little bit of a first impressions here too, so let me know how you feel about this kind of format. I think I've enjoyed pretty much everything besides maybe that blush. It just wasn't the most easiest to use, but I'll have to test it out more. I really enjoy the skin tint. It gives a really nice light to medium coverage and it feels so lightweight on the skin. Finish is a little bit too matte for my liking though, so I feel like if you're somebody who's oily and you're looking for a good skin tint, this would be a really nice one to check out. It was my first time trying the Ube birthday cake powder from Huda Beauty. I like the brightening it gives. I need to use it a couple more times to really know how I feel about it. The liquid contour from Rare Beauty, 10 out of 10. I think they absolutely killed this formula. Absolutely gorgeous limited edition packaging from YSL. The eyeshadow palette is okay. I feel like the mattes are pretty nice and I'm overall enjoying this look, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it. I feel like you can get this pink with blue shift to it shade from any indie makeup and it would give you so much more impact, but overall I really enjoy this packaging and it's a really nice option if you're looking for this color story. I'm really impressed by this Beauty Pie mascara. I will have to wear it throughout the day to see if it smudges, if it flakes, any of these things, but so far so good. These Jane Iredale brushes are really nice. I love the handles. They feel really luxurious. They're not too heavy in your hand, but they're also not paper thin lightweight. I didn't use all of them for this look. These are the ones that I've used, but I will have to test them out a little bit more. And the Kayali Oud Cosm Vanilla Oud is definitely oudy now. It's been sitting on my skin for about 20 minutes now and I can definitely feel the oud coming through more. I'm someone who struggles with oud, so I'm not sure how I feel about this one yet. I will have to wear it a little bit more to form my opinion. But that completes this video. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. I love you guys all so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell and I will see you in my next one. Bye! They not like us. They not. Truck, really? Got it in my mouth.